What's going on, guys? Welcome back to 100% Chelsea, and we have a massive game at the weekend. Some people will say top four still possible, but then you realise you're coming up against a team which is now heading into a European final. So, yeah, we're joined by Chris from the Redmen TV. Mate, it's been ages. How are you?
It's been far too long, mate. Yeah, I'm good, mate. See anything decent on the telly Wednesday night?
I saw Roma beat you 4-2, but, I mean, that's kind of irrelevant considering... You did, yeah. I knew as soon as I saw it, I was like, I'm going to get a call from Chris. I'm going to speak to Chris, and this is just going to be him banging on about how amazing Liverpool are, back on the rightful place, back in European football, absolutely walking it. And then you've got to remember that you are coming against Real Madrid, so it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Listen, the final's going to be ridiculously difficult. Of course, it is. They are the best team that European football's ever had, and we've got them in the final, going for 3 on the bounce. But what makes me happy is that you guys have been flying around in Europe for friggin' years. All of you, Man City, Manchester United, Arsenal, with your Champions League every season, with your good sides, while we've been frigging crap in the middle of the table, and we come back in and we go, it's our competition. We know how to do this Europe like better than any of you lot. Even with, like, we've been mediocre for so long, and you've been doing nothing in the competition. We just come in, get our fucking Vince McMahon, walk on the go and be like, right, Europe, where are you at? What's been going on since we've been away? Like, love that. Absolutely love it, mate.
It was, to be honest, like, I was trying to pick it apart on Wednesday night. I was there like, how have they got here? I don't understand it. And what's going on? I mean, because it's like, listen, the league's been so inconsistent, but I was like, yeah, this is Jurgen Klopp. Jurgen Klopp is a manager for tournaments. He knows how to get to those stages in tournaments. But yeah, I mean, it was amazing to see. So basically, good, best of luck in the final. It'll be interesting to see what happens with that. But let's get into the weekend. Yeah. On a scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you about coming to Stamford Bridge?
5, probably. We look knackered, mate. We look absolutely knackered at the moment. And, you know, we saw it against Roma in the first leg. You know, we were 5-0 up after about 69 minutes. And we capitulated last 15 and we were dead on our feet. And then we obviously made a few changes at the weekend. Didn't get a good result there either. Had to go full strength again, obviously, midweek against Roma, and the legs fell off again after 70 minutes. We're down to bare bones with as far as our squad goes. You know, the front three are playing nearly every important game. They're only getting maybe one of them's having a break in the midweek games and stuff as well. In the weekend games, while we've been playing Champions League. The midfield, we're down to 3 midfielders and we play a 4-3-3. You know, we don't have any choice in the matter about what midfield plays. And we've got a 19-year-old right-back as our only fit right-back. The only place we've got a little bit of leeway is left-back. We've got Alberto Moreno that we could throw in for Andy Robertson. That's pretty much it, to be honest with you. You know, we've got a 31-year-old Ragnar Klavan who's not going to start games ahead of Lovren or Van Dijk. Gomez is injured, Klein hasn't played all season long, so we've got no one for right back. Milner, Henderson and Wijnaldum are literally the only 3 fit midfielders, and then we've got the 3, all behind them, Danny Ings, who scored 1 goal since 2015. Admittedly, he's been injured for 2 years, but you get my point. And Dom Solanke, who hasn't scored a goal for us all season. So we're down to bare bones and we look absolutely knackered at the moment, Louis. So I'm not very confident.
Okay, well, that's just pretty much exactly like I sounded on Redmen, because I was sat there, it's like, I mean, even though you're saying you're down to bare bones, surely you look at that team and you look at what you're coming up against, there must be more to it than that. Or are you like me, or are you kind of ruling it in a bit because you're...
No, I'm not. Look, this team can blow teams away in 20 minutes of a football game. That's the difference. That's what gives me those 5 points of confidence, is that, you know, we can score 4 goals in 20 minutes because we can just blitz teams, and we don't need to play well for the 90 minutes to win the game of football. And ultimately we've got that front 3, and if that front 3 are given any kind of space, and when we've played 4 teams who play 3 at the back, we've taken advantage of them big time, because essentially you've gone 3 on 3. If they've played a high line as well, we'll just eat you up for breakfast. You know, we've been absolutely lethal in front of goal. We've been ruthless all season long, taking our opportunities, hitting teams on the counter-attack. It doesn't matter. We've scored all types of goals, and we've scored easy goals, which Liverpool have never really done before. It used to be like you have to put 30 passes together and then an unbelievable finish. Now we have 2 passes out of midfield. Salah's through and he's dinked the keeper, and it's taken about 6 seconds of ball possession time. And that's something this Liverpool side, any Liverpool side that I've watched, have never done before. So we're dead lucky in that even with bare bones, they're enough to be football teams. They really are. But you know, we've been playing 2 games a week for a long time now with a really threadbare squad.
But how? Okay, so on that then, on Salah as well. Sort of, it's threadbare, but that man, he's bringing you. He's offered Liverpool a new lease of life this season. For me, he's the reason you've done so well. How influential has he been in comparison to last season and the season before? What have you seen in terms of difference? Because I know there's no point asking the question, is he good for you? Because everyone knows he is. But no one's really asked. As a fan, you watch it. Is he that special player? Does he offer that influence? Was he that what Luis Suarez brought as well, where he grabbed you by the scruff of the neck and dragged you? Does he do that? What is the difference with Mo Salah?
He's fucking lethal. He's just absolutely lethal. I mean, he scored like 376 goals this season. Do you know what I mean? And that's that's what it feels like, because it just seems like every single goal. And you know what? At the start of the season, we watched him. I was at an away pre-season game against Wigan. I think it was Wigan in the JJB. Oh, we'd miss Wigan. It was Wigan. And he come on and he scored within about 10 minutes. And the lad was just on the shoulder of someone doing this, pointing to where he wanted the ball in behind the defence. And I turned around to the lad who I was next with and go, if we get onto the fact that we can just oof the ball over the top here, he's going to get some goals this season. And we got onto the fact that he can just oof the ball over the top to Mo Salah and he'll run onto it. And he scored a load of easy goals to begin with. They were all like tap-ins from 2 yards out, where the keeper's made a save from someone else and he comes in and gets a scruffy finish. You're like, oh, he's a bit of a striker. He's a bit of a fox in the box there. And then as his confidence has gone up, he's just decided to stop putting the ball in the top bin from whatever angle he can do. He'll sit players down, he'll take 6 on, and he's continued to grow and develop and show you more of what he can offer as his confidence has gone up. And you know, that wasn't the player that he was at Roma last season. It wasn't the player that Liverpool signed. I thought he was going to be a bit of a backup, to be honest with you, for Sadio Mane, so that if he goes down, we've still got a little bit of pace in the side. I think everybody probably did. And then he comes into the side and he won't be in games for 20 minutes and he'll just pop up and score a wonder goal and then get off again for 20 minutes. He rests in games, so he's one of those players whereby it doesn't matter that he's playing 90 minutes every week, because he just has a little jolly and a sit down for 20 minutes at a time, and then he'll just go off and score a goal and be like, oh dude, just tell me next time you're going to need me, phone me and I'll be there over the top running onto it for you and I'll dink the keeper. He's dinked the keeper like 4 out of his 5 last goals. You know what I mean? He's nonchalant. He's amazing. He's unbelievable. He's Mo Salah. He's the Egyptian king, and he's the best player in world football right now. He's got to be. He's got to be.
I don't know about that. I don't know. I think in terms of influence, maybe, yeah, but I don't think he's the best in football right now.
Who is?
Ronaldo, definitely.
Yeah, he's very similar players this season. You know, Ronaldo's not the Ronaldo that he was 3 or 4 years ago, where he grabbed that game by the scruff of the neck. He does take rests during games, and he's essentially just a finisher. So they're very, very close on goals, aren't they, the two of them? He's arguably, Ronaldo's doing it in a better side. Points to Mo Salah.
Yeah, okay, I'll give you that.
Listen, when you compare Mo Salah to Lionel Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo, there's no doubt who the better players have been.
Yeah.
But on this season's form, I don't think it's that different.
It's true. Well, leave your thoughts down in the comments. Who is Mo Salah currently the best player in world football? That'd be interesting.
Or is Chris just another deluded scouser? I mean, I think I know the answer to this one, Louis. I probably won't be checking the comments for the answer.
Let's listen. I've liked to develop this channel in a way where everyone. There is going to be the person that does slate you, but people do like to debate in the comment section, which is what I do like. We have developed that over the last 2 years of my reign, my reign. But I mean, leave your thoughts down in the comments. What do you think about all of that? But let's move on to the rest of the lineup. You're saying bare bones. Literally, the lineup you said to me, is that it? Is that what it's going to be?
Yeah.
Like,
Unless he plays Alberto Moreno for Andy Robertson, I can't see there's going to be any other changes. I can't see him bringing in Ben Woodburn for this game. I can't see that Nathaniel Klein's going to start. I think he started twice all year, but it's been in games that don't matter, in between Champions League games.
Yeah. Does this game matter though? Because you're pretty much guaranteed top 4, regardless of if we win or lose.
No, you've got to win. You've got to beat Brighton, don't you? That to be fair to Jurgen Klopp, he doesn't take any game lightly, and only that we've been in Champions League semis and quarters as the midweek game, as the weekend game. Apologies. We've rotated for. I think had the squad been good enough and everybody fit, those rotations would have still been first team players. I think he takes every game seriously. We're not putting out kids against you. He believes in keeping that momentum going, and he changed it. He changed a lot around Christmas time, rotated loads more than anybody else in the Premier League, and that's fact. And he said it was so that he could come to the end of the season and play his first 11 every single week, and maybe he wasn't expecting to play 2 games a week at this time of the year, but thankfully we have been.
Yeah, I mean that's a huge thing. But even if you look forward to summer, then what is it that Liverpool need in terms of taking those next steps? Then realistically, you've got to a Champions League final. Is Jurgen Klopp going to be expected to lift? Even if you don't win this, is silverware a must next season?
No, probably not, and maybe a lot of Liverpool fans would disagree with me with that. For me, it's still about progression. I think ultimately we've progressed this season to last. If we finish in 4th place this season, you could say to me, "Well, you've not really progressed. You finished in 4th." Well, we've got to the Champions League final and we finished in 4th, which I would say is progression over no European football and finishing in 4th. When the rest of the league told us we only got Champions League football because we didn't have European football, how will you deal with European football on top? Well, we've caned the European football and we've managed to tread water in the Premier League, keep the same position. Next season, it's about getting that points gap down to Manchester City. It's far too many. If you can cut it in half, brilliant. If you can put the shit up them early in the season and stay close and cause them a bit of pressure, even better. Of course you want trophies every year, but ultimately the closer for me, it's not about trophies yet. At some point it will be, but still progression's what I want.
Yeah, I completely agree. Obviously I was doing some stuff yesterday in terms of UFF, doing phone-ins and that, and obviously it's the same with Mourinho in Man United. He's making progress as a young Klopp. Everyone has to bear in mind it took Jurgen Klopp was at Dortmund for 9 years, and to be fair to him, he's done this in 3 or 4. It's absolutely superb. But yeah, we've gone through the scariest player. We've gone through your manager. We've gone through Champions League final because we had to. Come on, last one. Score prediction. How are you feeling?
I think it's going to be a draw, and I think that's enough for Liverpool, isn't it? I think it's going to be a 2-2 draw. The player for me that still worries me is that friggin' Eden Hazard. Every time he gets the friggin' ball, it's like it's stuck to his foot. He's been doing it for years, and if we were talking on the Redmen TV, weren't we, earlier about Hughes playing him in the 10 and then playing Morata and Giroud up front. Well, that scares the shit out of me, to be perfectly honest with you, because 2 big men. I just don't like that, you know what I mean? And Giroud's, I just think Giroud's brilliant. I think he's always been brilliant. I always just think he was used wrong at Arsenal. He's used as a batter around last 20, whereas he had that steel and he had that physicality that they needed in every single game of the season, and yet didn't use him. It's weird. Yeah,
well, that's exactly, since he's coming with us, obviously we had, I was saying that you could be 3-5-2 or 3-4-3. If it was 3-4-3, you'd have Willian and Hazard in there. What started happening with, if you start Giroud comes in, he's obviously not Costa, but he's got the physicality where he just holds it up and brings them into play. And since he's been playing a lot more regularly, we've been a lot more clinical in terms of how they've manoeuvred and how they've been playing. So he's absolutely superb. I think I went 3-5-2 because we probably will try and overload the midfield. So it'll be interesting to see how that all goes. But yeah, 2-2. Basic 4-3-3, Chris is saying. Champions League final on the way. But guys, if you want to see more of Chris getting happy because Champions League final. Make sure you head across to the Redmen TV. Chris has looked after me pretty much since day one. So I love this man to bits. So make sure you go and check him out and subscribe to Redmen TV. They nearly hit 250,000 subs, which is absolutely amazing. So make sure you go and help reach that and hit the notification bell there. But also, more importantly, currently, make sure you subscribe to us because we need to get the subs up. We need to get more views, and I want to start getting better and pump more money into the channel so we can get better content for you guys. Thank you for subscribing if you have already. If you haven't, hit the button, hit the bell, do all of that lovely stuff. Follow us on socials. Follow me on my personal socials as well. Again, follow the Redmen TV. Chris, thank you so much for coming on, man.
No problem, Lou. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thanks for the kind words.
And yeah, guys, take care, and we'll see you very soon.